Fear, just like joy or anger, is one of our basic human emotions. We all feel them and they're very important that we have them. How much of it we feel is very different from person to person. But fear is a mechanism of the nervous system to protect us from any danger or threat. Now, if that danger or threat is real or perceived, that is up to discussion, and very, very often we are fearful of dangers and threats that are not actually real. F-E-A-R, false expectations appearing real. For example, when you're a business person and you are constantly traveling and doing this and you're fighting sort of that corporate battle, that kind of hamster wheel, kind of tough life, and your system is always activated to manage that, to fight, to fly, but actually you're not acting it out, you're sitting in a boardroom in a meeting. Fear can accumulate in the system. Activation energy can accumulate in the system. And fear, the emotion of fear, activates that fight, flight, or freeze response. Now, if that accumulates over time and is more like suppressed instead of being dealt with, at some point it can get so intense that the feeling of fear and the activation of fight or flight can't find a valve. It's like being in your car and pressing on the gas pedal and pressing on the brake at the same time. Now imagine what that does to the engine. And the same happens in your body. So the fear gets so intense that you think you're dying and it feels very real. But in fact, it's not. It is a result of the nervous system that is too activated, too aroused, so the rational thinking shuts off and you're basically in this extreme fight, flight, survival mode. Now, the symptoms of unresolved fear and of too much arousal in the system are often not really linked to that, but here's what they can be. Digestive problems, heart palpitations, sleeping disorders, kind of having these heat waves or like sweating or freezing, you know, all these kind of physical things. Nervousness, constant kind of nervousness or shaking, or when you see people who always do this stuff with their feet, you know, like they're sitting there like this, but the feet are always moving. So you see that there's a lot of activation in that system. So the way out and from going from survival into thriving is to not put it away, but learn that your body is in overdrive and that there's a way out through dealing with the nervous system and not through thinking or analyzing why, what is going on.